Hey Preg Pro fans, Travis here. Tonight's video is intended for purely educational purposes. So I teach a group of 15 really smart, intuitive kids. They're going to make awesome invertebrate keepers one day. I'm encouraging them to try and do it now. Class has been going amazingly well. We just taught them how to handle this past session, this past week. We had paired Aries and Jupiter. The very first class was super successful. Jupiter went and gave us an egg sac on 9-4. Brought that into class for the kids on the next Friday. Everyone's super excited, and those eggs are actually pretty much fully formed into little spiderlings. I'm hoping in the next 36 hours they should be emerging. Care on them has been every other day, still misting half the enclosure, making sure not to miss them. And so with this being a pairing video and a breeding video, I encourage all of my students, please watch this with a parent or guardian. It does touch on sensitive topics. And like I said, this will be just purely educational. I will not be using the full set of scientific words. We'll be trying to keep this as simplistic as possible, just because we just want to show the process. The courtship ritual is really cool. The males use their front legs. There's a lot of tapping and stuff going on. Jupiter was already fed yesterday. I tried feeding Aries. He did not want to take anything. He's been sitting in his hammock there, and you can see how dark that hammock is. It's what we call a sperm web. So he's sitting on top of it, and his palpal bulbs, like little syringes, suck some of the sperm up, and then with his long front legs, there's little tibial hooks underneath, okay? And with these hooks, he goes and he puts them underneath the female's fangs, and it keeps her from being able to bear down on him. Now, difference with these guys and tarantulas fangs are fixed, so they can only go up and down. These guys can actually all around. And so I've got a few paint brushes here, just in case we have to get in there and separate. I had already been sitting them like this at home for about 3 weeks to a month. Today, when I was sitting at my desk, I was watching Aries and Jupiter and Europa, all flirting. Everybody was tapping, lots of great stuff going on. So I had moved them over here, and during setup and everything, I think they know something's going on. They retreated back into their hammocks, but we're going to go ahead and try this anyway and see what happens. And so with that, let's get it, guys. On the left, we have Aries. This species is Phidippus regius, the regal jumping spider. Males are always black with the white. Females can range from brown to black to tan to gray, orange, reddish markings. Jumping spiders make up the family Saltacedae. And what's special about Saltacedae is their eyes. The positioning of jumping spiders' eyes and that family is unique only to them. They see just like we do, the single lens. And now the family Saltacedae is actually the largest family of spiders. It makes up 13% of the world's spider species. And I believe that is because these guys, they keep all the other spiders in check. Like, just like we see in the news right now, wolf spiders, they are said to prey upon black widows and the brown recluse. All these guys will do the same thing. So jumping spiders are amazingly adapted, incredible hunters with superpowers. I mean, when you break it down like that, these guys can jump almost 50 times their body length. So that would be like us jumping 14 cars. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so we're going to take their bases. I'm going to stick them back here. And as always, guys, we have our catch cups. Okay, I always have one on either side of me. I'm going to take a paintbrush. This may or may not work. I don't want to stress them out too much, but I do want to try and see if he'll come out. I'll try and do the same thing with Jupiter here. We'll tickle her abdomen and have her come out. Now we got to pay super close attention here, guys. This is a very dangerous time for the male. I believe I mitigated that with feeding her yesterday. You can see how big her abdomen is. He sees her. I think she sees him. She's attaching a drag line. So they always do that. Always attaching a drag line. So like if they fall or anything like that, they can always reel themselves back up. Even before when they do one of their long jumps, attach a drag line. After you play with one in your hands, you'll see they have little, they'll put little lines all over you. You're looking at me. Hi, sweetie. Yep. See, Aries is staring at me here. Let's see if we can't get him to come her way. Now the female's looking his way. Just stand back and let it work. So I'm standing about 2.5 feet away. Okay, here we go. So he definitely sees her. him doing his arm movements. That's the beginning of the courtship display. Okay, he's gonna go back to it. And she is disinterested. Bummer. I took too long. Took too long setting everything up. He's still gonna try. She's turning around. Yeah, he's staring at me. Well, I hate to say it, but that might be the end of the session. I think she just put herself to bed. Bummer. Well, I guess first flight it is. It is now the next day. Last night's pairing didn't go so well, got too late, I took too long. So we've got Europa here on the left, Aries in the middle, Jupiter on the right. And that's how I've had them sitting over here on the shelf. I moved them over to the table because I wanted to see who's more interested. And he's interested in both. He keeps going back and forth. Oh, you can see Europa, she's right there looking at me. Yeah, we're getting to see some really, really cool behavior. Okay, we just saw Jupiter and Aries there. You can see how excited she is. Yep, and he's doing a courting display right now. Front legs out. Yep, we're going to do this. We're going to go ahead and do Jupiter and Aries again. Boom. Okay, so this is exactly how we did it in class, okay? So now she's actually going to back herself up into a corner. Aries is going to have a tough time working around that cricket. Okay, here we go. Here's the beginning of his courtship display, okay? Now he's turned sideways. I wonder if he's showing a side profile to her. Showing off his bands on his legs. He's taking his time, moving slowly. Excellent. This is very cool behavior. This is what all the kids got to see in class the first time. And last time Aries did a pretty good job of working around the cricket. And she's watching him. I gotta be careful here and be ready to move. What are you doing, little buddy? It looks like he's kind of being a little wary, keeping his distance and still doing the courtship display. A beautiful chelicerae.
I'm not sure what this is. I'm not, maybe I'm too close. He doesn't like it because you stay more focused on me and the camera. Well, I guess the camera probably. Yeah, he's attempting. She very much knows he's there. I might have to step away and I might have to move the camera back. It's interesting. I mean, he really was doing more of a courtship display towards the camera and us than he was towards her. Gotta be ready. That's super cool mating behavior. Put on a really great show for us. I can't tell why he keeps doing that. Maybe to get her attention? But the third time he had done that. See y'all, that's how friendly jumping spiders are. You know, kids, you know this all too well. Parents, I know you've probably been hearing stories. They jumped right to my thumb. So, something else to jump to. There he goes. Woo! He was having fun just playing. He's super curious today. Woo! As you can see, he is so friendly and curious and just too cool.
Alright, so this time it's later in the afternoon. So earlier it looked like Jupiter was just too busy with that cricket and everything. And I think it threw him off. So we're going to try to let this play out like this. So he's actually using his palpabulbs right now. So when he was sitting on his web, okay, they place their sperm on the web, and take the palpabulbs and they suck it up in like little syringes. And then right now what he's doing is placing his palpabulbs in her epigene, a little spot right just below where her cephalothorax and abdomen meet. It's a little tiny spot on females, and that's called the epigene. Now this could go on for 15 or 20 minutes, maybe a little less, maybe more. But when he's done, he's going to get ready to run. He's not done yet. He's still trying to position her. He's chosen a very awkward route to do this. Now he's going to go from the other side. Interesting. This is pretty much how he did it last time. So I wonder if this is how he feels he's supposed to do it. Technically, it does keep him safe. He's nowhere near her veins. He's more or less actually kind of hitting her head down. You can see that her abdomen's moving too. They're both moving at the same time. It's almost like a heartbeat. This is fantastic, guys. Again, this is Europa and Aries. Aries is the father of the first jump spider egg sac we got on 9-4 from Jupiter. And with any luck, Europa here in about 10 days will do the same thing. It was a little bit warmer the past from the 4th till about 2 days ago. And I think that's why the egg sac was almost developed on the other one, or those babies are almost fully developed and almost out. And this room kind of gets up there about, you know, between 84 and 86 when it's a really hot 90-something day. Keep fans on, and everybody seems to thrive. Everyone's doing really well. I have to water and stuff more often, but everyone's obviously warmer temperatures, accelerated growth rate. So we've had multiple molts. Everybody looks good. Everybody's jumping up in size. This is really great, guys. I'm super glad that we can show all this, especially to the parents of all the kids in my class. Really wanted you all to be able to see this and take part. Really was hoping that we might get a chance to be able to do a parents and kids class together in case any of you parents are interested in trying to learn how to care for these. I'm sure your kids have come home and probably told you all kinds of stories and stuff. Maybe it's piqued your interest. You'd like to check it out. So it looks like he's alternating palpable. So he's got a palpable on the right and a palpable on the left. Okay, just like his legs, matching pairs. So when you turn her the other way, so I think he's kind of manipulating her abdomen a little bit with his arms, kind of telling her how or where to go. So kind of almost like tickling her to try and get her to rotate. Yeah, he wants her to pick up her abdomen on her right side again. Yep. It's really great footage. I really want to thank all my students and their parents who are watching. So it's interesting because we'll try and show you his web when he's done here. I want to make sure he's safe. But we'll show you the sperm web. You'll see how thick and white everything is. When he sits on that, he sits on it for a long time. I think it was 3 days this past time that he was basically gearing himself up. And he still hasn't eaten. He's kind of been refusing. So he's only got one thing on his mind. But you always want to keep offering just in case. But I think I do have to worry about confusing him too, from giving him the wrong age, try and give him food at the wrong time. That's why usually you try and satiate the female with the food and let him do his business. You can see the subtle movements of his body, and how their body functions. It's like hydraulics. That's why they have such big arms in the front, and they have tiny legs in the back, and yet they can jump 50 times their length almost. I feel like I was jumping 14 cars. Basically, their system is pressurized. Held themselves quite a distance. Aries, come on, back home. Back home, buddy. Come on. Good job, yo.
Well, that went exceptionally well, y'all. Super proud of Aries here, super proud of Europa. We're going to get him back in there, in his own home. Try and give him a cricket in a little bit when he settles down. You can see here, everybody, how friendly he is. Yeah, you want to jump? You want to play? Oh yeah, I might have to invent some kind of play area jungle gym for these guys. Do it out of spray foam. Great crack. Hit it with dry lock, fake plants. If you are new to the world of inverts, as my students can attest, this is where you want to start out, y'all. I used to be seriously arachnophobic up until about 2 years ago. Just showing off to the camera. He's a stud, he knows it. And Europa's just been sitting there nicely the whole time. And there we have it, ranchers. This beautiful little sweetheart, Europa. Amazing coloring on her. Darker than Jupiter. Doesn't really have the orange. It's more of a reddish brown. And wait till we get to show you guys Minerva. Okay, ranchers, that wraps it up for today's video. And another successful pairing. We'll be most likely raising these babies in class 2. We're off to a good start, y'all. Aries, well done. Europa, well done. And I want to thank y'all for watching. Please hit the like, subscribe, comment, and share. And we'll be back really soon, y'all, with another video. Got plenty more coming. Some I haven't even been able to edit yet. And we've always got new stuff in the works. Thanks again, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this episode. And we'll catch you later, Pred Pro fans.